Hi, Gift Card Fridays. Hi, Andres. How are you guys? Josh, I'm good, thanks. You're having waffles? Did you say last time that's your favorite? Waffles. Now that's what I want. I'm good, thanks. I stayed up really late reading. I did not want to go to sleep. I was like, it's Friday night. If I want to stay up till 4 a.m. reading on my phone, that's what I'm gonna do. I didn't stay up that late. Yo, Chris, hi. Alex, hello. Less than a week till Halloween. Yeah. Halloween. Hi, Jason. Does anyone have any really good costumes? I don't think I'm going out for Halloween this year. Sorry. You're still trying to think of one? Like, go with anything. No, I don't know. It is the one time of the year you get to like shamelessly dress up, is what you kind of wish you could dress up like every day of the year, and people can't give you grief. So like if I wanted to dress like an angel, I get to. If I want to dress like a Kardashian, I get to. Thanks, Fatal. Yo, Taylor. Hi. I've been good. How about you? What's that around my arm? Wait. It's me trying to make a muscle? No, okay. There's like some... it's just a hair elastic. Her Zoe costume? Wait, who's Zoe? Wait. Which Zoe? Which Zoe are we talking about? Halls, hi. What book was I reading? It's called The Dead of Time. It deals with time travel. Time travel? Is there anything better than time travel stories? Oh my god. Yo, Brandon. Yeah, thanks for being here, Taylor. Demon Hunters. Oh! So cool. Okay. Oh my god, I love Demon Hunters. I have to go back. I have to watch it again. My niece and nephew, that's all they want to do. It's like watch clips of Demon Hunters on my phone. Singularity, hey, how's it going? How's everything? This is gonna be a good live. This is a good live already. Thanks, that's really nice. 4 times a week. Well, yeah, good. She's doing her homework. You know, make sure that she's able to quote verbatim every scene. Otherwise, do you really know the movie? What's it about? It's about demon hunters. And like K-pop. That's what it's about. I think it's really cool that there's like, that they kept Korean words in the songs. Like they kept that Korean-ness in it. Because it means like little kids are like learning Korean essentially and getting interested in other cultures like that. How am I? I'm really good. Kind of excited about today in general, but maybe I'm just kind of excited about life in general. But I'm excited about what I want to talk about, and I'm really excited that all of you guys are here. And yeah, I'm pretty happy. I've got a good day ahead of me. I've got some creative projects going. I've got a lot that I want to do right now, which is always a good place to be. A lot is like interesting to me right now and worth pursuing right now, which is, what else is better than that? Yo, Jamie, thank you so much. I'm a big fan of you. Thank you. No, I don't have anything, but I have been known to like spontaneously get plans out of nowhere around Halloween. Yo, okay, you got a job offer? You're gonna have to act, oh my God, Alex, I love this so much for you. I love this so much for you. You're gonna have to act confident and positive. Oh no. What a task. Are you gonna take it? Yo, I actually think that'd be so great for you. Also, just because like the energy of waiting tables, like, I don't know if it's a busy restaurant, but if it's busy, you gotta be, and which means you have to be out of your head, you know? But Thanksgiving and Christmas are different. But Halloween just feels really spontaneous to me. I know like for some people it's not. Like I have friends who make a big deal about Halloween. Big deal. They're like planning their costumes months in advance. I don't know. I've never gotten over that, like, that girl in the back of the bus quality. It's not a good quality. I'm not proud of this quality. It's so easy to be like, it's so easy and lazy to be that rather than be passionate about something. And they're the ones having fun. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not like, it's so fun to be private, but I'm not like that. How can I convincingly? Okay, first of all, like, you don't have to be that, by the way. Like, I love a waiter who doesn't give a shit. I respect them. I want them to like me. So you don't have to be that. At the very most, you just have to be polite and considerate. You know, you don't have to, like, unless like where you're applying, the vibe is like, you have to be up here. You just have to meet the table where they're at. If you're like super high and the table is not into that, that can be an awkward thing too. You just have to meet the table where they're at. Have them, but I think that you might find actually that like by acting confidence, let me talk about this for a second. But by like acting confidence, you might discover that like there is this version of you that is confident. And that, how do I want to say this? It's like if you can be confident, like if you can behave confidently, if you can act and speak and perform confidence, how are you not confident? Like, what's the missing link? And if you're like, oh, I don't think I'm confident. Okay, cool. So just like think it. Just like believe it. Just think like, I guess I am. I guess I have it in me to be confident. And it's like, I've heard it said before that like actors don't really like play characters. It's just like they have a set of cards. They have like a hand of cards, right? And for every character, they decide a few like cards that they're going to show to like find that character with. So it's like, hey, I guess like there is this version of me that is confident because I can do it. So what if I just like choose that card consistently because I know I can? And also recognize that like you've just been choosing the like not confident card. And that's there whenever you want to pull it out. Hey, look. It just might feel like scary because you're not used to it. That's all it is. And you're like, it's a little like blowing in the wind a little bit. But the more you practice it, the more you get better at it. And what I want to say about that too is like I was thinking about this in terms of there's this study that they did with people with like, I think I've talked about this before, people with mental disorders, like some kind of mental difficulty. Essentially they had to like take like a psych test, okay, and a group of them, the researchers asked like, okay, fill out this test as if you were sane, as if you had like really good mental health. And then like another group, they didn't give that instruction, but the group that were told to like act as if, like fill it out as if you were perfectly healthy mentally, their results came out like they were perfectly healthy mentally. And I guess I want to put it to you like, what if you did that with everything? Meaning like before you do everything, what if you were like, I'm going to do this as if I'm confident. I'm going to do this as if I'm really good at it. I'm going to do this as if like I'm the most intelligent person in the world. I'm going to do this as if I've done this a million times before. Like, what are you stepping into it as? And recognize that like that matters. That maybe matters the most. In contrast, like I've also heard studies where before like a math test, I don't know if it's better now, but it really used to be that like there was a bit of a stereotype that boys were better than girls at math. And so there was like a study where they had like on the top of the test, the math test, they asked the participants to just like check off their gender and then take the test. And when asked to do that, the girls didn't perform as well because before the test, they were reminded like, hey, you're a girl, you're not good at math. Like that subconscious kind of association. So like before you do things or when you step into things, like what is the like as ifness you're actually like bringing with you? And I think like you'll recognize that a lot of the times you bring in just because like you're kind of lazy, like I'm gonna do this as if like it's probably not gonna go very well, or like it's gonna be really painful, or like I don't know what I'm doing, I'm gonna do it like that. Like, why are you doing that? So that's a very long answer to you, Alex, but just like What if you were confident? Just like play confidence. Why not? Are you so attached? Like, does it feel so good to be unconfident that like you really don't want to deviate from that? Or like, can you actually discover like, oh, confidence is just like something a person does? It's just like a choice. It's just a choice to like not doubt myself and to be kind of relaxed and comfortable in any situation. Oh, that's what it is. And I can just choose that and act like that. And it'll just be there because that's how it works. You took acting classes? Yo, were you the one, you want to be an actor, right? And you want to do like historical dramas? Really friendly and confident. And also, for what it's worth, like friendly is just being interested in the other person. That's really easy. I think that'd be really easy for you. And again, confidence, I think how I described confidence was really good. I want to repeat that because I haven't put it that way before. It's just comfortable. It's just comfortable. Do you get that? Like, it's just comfortable in the situation. Comfortable, like, in yourself, whatever that might be, and comfortable in the situation. Comfortable with them. And I think there's, like, one person you're probably comfortable with in life. I think you know what it feels like to be comfortable. So just be comfortable. And if like your heart is racing or like there's still like residue of being nervous, just like don't fight it. Just keep leaning into relaxing and being comfortable. Just keep going there. Just keep finding that, keep selecting that, keep choosing that. And you'll probably find that like it feels a lot better to be confident than its opposite. You'll probably prefer it. And the thing that you were having to put on for the sake of other people actually becomes something you put on for yourself. Am I sick? Does my voice sound a little? I think it's just, I don't know what it is. Let's say I'm not sick. I'm not sick. Yo, Chuck, hi. Thank you. God bless. God bless you. I don't say that very often, but thank you so much. What is the meaning of life in this vast universe? Let's get into it. What's the meaning of life? I think this question is like so funny. Like, who thought to ask this question? What's the meaning? What do you mean? What do you mean, what's the meaning? Who taught you that things were about meanings? Are you actually interested in meanings? That's like being like, what's the meaning? What's the meaning of pie? Like, does it need a meaning for it to exist? What's the meaning of like the Pythagorean? I was thinking about math. What's the meaning of physics? Does it need a meaning for you to like it? Why does a meaning enhance your experience of it? I mean, maybe it does. What do you think the meaning is? Isn't that more interesting? Isn't that what they taught you at school, to interpret things for yourself? I don't know. What do you get from it? What do you like about it? What do you like about life? I think that's a much better question. What do you like about life? What do you think about life? What do you think about life? What is it? What's life? Not what's the meaning. What is it? How's life for you? If I like didn't know what life was, how would you describe it to me? Start there. I think that's a better question. I know you were probably joking, but fun world. Hi, Russ. Hello from Toronto. Hi. Sharona. Hi. How do I get into character for someone who's different than me? Okay, let's go into that. Do I speak any other languages? Yes, I speak French and I'm learning Spanish. Don't ask me to do it right now. I speak like a Pisces. Yo, I love Pisces. I'm not a Pisces, but that's very kind. I always get along with Pisces. I am working on I'm like writing a script right now and I'm really liking how it's going. And like that's perfectly applicable to like what I was talking about, like act as if, like before you do a thing, like step into it, like act as if. So there's been times in my life where like I worked on things as if I didn't know what I was doing, as if I had a lot to learn, as if it was probably going nowhere, as if. And then there's also been times when like for whatever reason I was like inspired enough and like motivated enough and feeling good about myself enough to step into like, this is genius. I really mean it. This is genius. I'm really great at this. This is working out. And inevitably those projects are better. And you can't convince me they're not. Like, maybe I'm biased, but that's the whole point. Be biased towards yourself because it will yield biased results. Let's get that. So that's kind of the tack I'm taking with this, and I'm remembering that muscle of like, act as if you're good at this. Act as if people will pay you good money to do this thing. Act as if no one else can do what you're doing. Act as if. This is like maybe really dated at this point, but if anyone's ever seen like Vicky Cristina Barcelona, and yes, I know Woody Allen, whatever. I like Woody Allen films, okay? And like Penelope Cruz, did she win an Oscar for that? She's so brilliant in that. But Penelope Cruz plays this genius painter artist, and she has like no doubt in her mind that she's a genius. And she has like contempt for anyone else who like isn't her. And then meanwhile, like Christina, I want to say, is like constantly like second guessing herself and doubting herself and like needs validation and all of that. And I guess I'm like, what part of talent is just like running with the possibility that you're a genius? Alex, how do you get into character for someone who's different from you? How do you get into character? I mean, first of all, there's different ways, right? You can walk like them. You can find their animal, their color, and then act like that color. But it all requires like feeling into an imagination and interpretation, right? It's like your interpretation of what a character even is. A character doesn't really like exist. It's coming from you, right? You, for whatever reason, think the character is this way. Did anyone tell you? Like in the same way that we all assume that when I say blue, everyone's imagining the same color, but that's like, I can't prove that ever. I can't prove that your blue is my blue. We will never know if our blues are the same. And in the same way, I will never know if my concept of confidence of a confident character is your concept of a confident character. We can kind of talk around it, but like you have an individual idea. So first of all, just recognize that it's your idea. It's yours. It's your idea. And so if you can visualize it and feel it and see it and picture it, that's already the thing. That's already like all the work is done for you, basically. And then you just go, okay, what if that was me? What if that was me? And you just let that take root and you just continue to play with that. What would it feel like? How would I think? How would I dress? How would I speak? But you let it kind of come intuitively. You don't force it because the person who is that way isn't forcing themselves to be that way. They just naturally are that way. So in the same way that you naturally wake up and you don't have to be like, who's Alex again? Like, how do I play Alex again? Imagine if like you wake up and that character is just like there and it just naturally comes out of you. You just let that character naturally come out of you in whatever intuitive way it wants to. And you trust it and you lean into it in the same way that you lean into your current character. You know what I mean? What's the meaning of meaning? That is essentially what I asked, didn't I? What is the meaning of meaning? Yo, Davey, what's up? Arnav, hi. Singularity. Singularity, I really like your name. I like all of you. Okay, I like all of your names. I really like that we're talking about confidence. And I'm just like gonna go into my spiel. Because that's what I wanted to talk about today anyway. Like I titled this, like, I think I titled it Head Up, Shoulders Back. Because I want to like offer this to you that you don't really have a choice. Like, you get to act as if anything. You get to believe anything. You get to lean into and choose anything. You get to choose who you are. I really mean that. You get to choose your thoughts and choose your perceptions and choose, like, I really believe in like experience and know that life is happening through you. It's happening through you. Okay? So then when presented with this like problem of like, how do I be confident? Or like, should I even be confident? Or should I believe in myself? Or do I deserve to exist on this planet or whatever? Like, do you actually have a choice? I mean, you do. Obviously you do. But like, hey, it's like you have this option. Guess what? You have options. You're just like in a candy store and you have all these like amazing, delicious options. Options. And you can believe that like you're scum of the earth. Or you don't have to take it that far. But you could believe like, I'm okay. You could believe that. I'm okay. And you know what? There's prizes for that. There's prizes for that. There's a lot of people who go like, wow, you're so humble. Prize. And you go, yeah, I only think I'm okay. Yeah. I'm really like willing other people to take the seat of like being really great. I'm really like aware of my limitations. I'm so aware of my limitations. I'm so aware of what I can't do. I'm so aware of like all the places that I'm lacking. And like, I'm really aware also of like all the other people who are so much better than me. And they're like, wow, that's really that's humble of you. Like, that's so modest. And that's the prize. That's the prize you get to have. Great. So you think you're like, okay. Yeah, I'm okay at things. No one's gonna like expect a lot from you because you're like okay at things. Maybe you'll impress some people because like you're actually like a little bit better than you let on, and they're like, wow, you're actually like okay at this thing that I wasn't sure if you were okay at. And people will think like you're modest, and chances are like people will get along with you. Yeah. Because like you're not threatening. You're pretty grounded. You're pretty level. Yeah. There's prizes. But then like there's also these other options where like you're confident. You're amazing. You know you're amazing. You know you're beautiful. You know you're handsome. You know you're smart. You're comfortable. You're relaxed. You like yourself. You love yourself. You get to take up space. You get to succeed. You get to have money. You get to have love. Those are options. And there's prizes for those too. The prizes is you get to have the life of someone who is those things. And you get to experience yourself as that thing. It feels really good to be that, right? Like, doesn't it feel good to be great at something? Doesn't it feel good to be like really attractive or like really likable or really popular? It feels good, right? So you get to experience being that person. And hell, it's Halloween. So I know you want to dress up as things. I know you want to experience yourself as something. really cool or really fun or really interesting or really scary or whatever it is. But so many people like don't think that's an actual like viable option, or they don't think it's safe. And I just think like at the end of the day, like you don't actually have another choice. Like either you believe in yourself and you get to stand up tall and you get to exist as yourself in the world and say it's enough and be enough and like actually build a life and impact the ones around you and just like feel good, feel inspired, have power, have freedom, have volition in your own life. Or you get to choose that you don't have those things. And I just feel like it's not really a choice. And once you can see it, that like all it requires is for you to step into who you actually want to be. And because like when I said like, oh, that character, like you already have an idea. It's the work is already done for you. Meaning that person that you want to be, that you want to experience yourself as, like it's already done. It already is true. It's already possible. It's already real. It's already as real as this person you're currently being. It's waiting on you. It's real. The only difference is you haven't stepped into that suit. You just keep stepping into this one. And you think that the thing you've chosen to play is the reality and not you giving that life. You get to be and experience yourself however you want. You're the only one who can tell yourself you're not something, ultimately. I really, like, if you want to say, like, I'm like a Martian, there's plenty of people on the planet who, like, think they're Martians. And they get to live that. And they get to have the fallout of that. For good or for bad. But they get to choose. And you're choosing right now. And like, aren't you tired of choosing against yourself? Because in this like stupid, contrary way that society has worked, like we've made it positive to choose against ourselves, to believe against ourselves. We've made it like unlovable to really like ourselves. Because of all the people who don't like themselves, who find that unrelatable. What do you want? What do you want to experience? How do you want to feel? How do you want to see life? How do you want to see yourself? How do you want to feel about yourself? It's all up to you. You get to decide. And you're deciding right now. Every second you're deciding. Every second you're deciding what to trust, what to make real, what to believe in. Every second. What do you see? What do you see now? What do you see now? What do you see now? This is like, I was thinking about this morning. Maybe you think this is a nothing story, but this is one of those moments that like has stayed with me my entire life. And so I feel like I share it. It's really like a nothing story, but I remember being like young, maybe like 13 or 14. And I used to walk home from school rather than take the bus because I like the walks. And I remember like this one walk home. Maybe I was even younger. Maybe I was like 11 or something. I really, really distinctly remember this. I remember walking home and something about that walk, I don't know what was going on that day. I like felt so confident. I felt so like, I am that girl. Like, I am her. I am amazing. Something about that walk, I was like, like, and I was convinced that like every person on the street saw it too. I was convinced. You couldn't tell me otherwise on that walk. You could not tell me otherwise. And then I remember getting home. Have I talked about this before? I must have been younger because I feel like this is like such a nothing story that it would only stand out like to like a young mind. I remember getting home and like going in to use the bathroom and then seeing myself in the mirror, and it must have been like a windy day or something. And I looked crazy. Like my hair was like, and I did not look like what I thought it looked like. I was like, why was I so confident? Okay, but I want to talk about this and just stay with me, okay? So like there's the moment and the experience of being like, I'm amazing walking home. And like that's where my awareness is, and that's where my focus is, and that's where my feeling is, and like that's where my heart is, and that's where I am. Okay. And then like I get home and I go into the bathroom and I look in the mirror. And now where am I? I'm the one who's going, oh my God, what a mess. What a mess of a human. How embarrassing that I thought I was so cool. But that's equally a moment. And it's just about what you give validity to. It's a moment. It's just a feeling. It's just a belief. It's just a leaning into. And it's, which do you trust? Do you trust like the version of you walking home? Or do you trust like getting home and having this like snap back to maybe like a normal space that I lived in that was like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassing. Oh my God, it's so embarrassing that I think I'm great. They're equal moments that I get to choose. They're equal like versions of myself that I get to choose. And one isn't right. But so in that moment, I believed in the version that was like, who do you think you are? Like, what the hell was that? Were you having like an aneurysm? Why did you think that? I trusted that more. I felt like that was more reality. That moment reflected reality better than the moment when I was just like walking on the street, feeling myself, like having a good time. I trusted that reality more. But it was just a moment, and I could have snapped back in front of the mirror at home and been like, so what if my hair looks like that? I'm amazing. Or like, fine, I'll fix it. That doesn't mean that what I felt wasn't real. Oh, information. Cool. I need to style my hair. I'm still what I was feeling. It doesn't take it away. Like there's so many things that I could do with that moment. And the minute I snap back, I'm back. And that's real again. What do you trust? What do you choose? And I would say that like ultimately, like you're going to choose yourself. You are choosing yourself, but you can choose yourself. You can choose yourself better and more. You can be more excited to be you. You can lean into it more. You can give yourself more grace, more confidence, more trust, more faith. And you can trust that feeling more. You can trust liking yourself more, and you can trust ease more, and you can trust faith more, and you can trust like goodness more. You can trust your desires and your dreams and your hopes and your aspirations and your love and your passion more. You can say, this is real because I say so, because I am what activates things. And I can only deactivate things through my focus on another thing. So I'm going to choose myself. I'm going to like myself. I'm going to love myself. Not because like that's how it's supposed to be, but because I get to. I used to get really frustrated with advice that was like, you need to love yourself, because I don't like being told what to do, obviously. Okay? And it feels like that to me occurred like, I'm a bad person. I guess I'm not loving myself. I'm a bad person. I'm bad at this. I'm bad towards myself. I'm bad. I'm not doing things right. And I should love myself. And it still sometimes occurs that way, like homework. Like I'm failing the life test. But it's not that. It's like with infinite options and infinite possibilities. Characters, right? What if I loved myself? Would that be preferable? Would that feel good? Would that maybe make life better, easier? Would it make interacting with others better, easier, more joyful, more enjoyable? And if the answer is yes, you just keep choosing that. Not because you should, because that takes away from it, but because you get to, because you can, because it's interesting and you want to see what happens, because it feels good. It's just a choice. You're not failing anything. You're not failing. You're living your life and your current version, your current character perfectly. Perfectly. It's perfect. It's immaculate. It's flawless. I really mean this. It's flawless. You've mastered it. No one else does it like you. You have cracked it. Like, that life, that version, that character, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I don't know how you've done that. It's like the whole thing. It's immaculate. However, if you've outgrown it and you want something more, or you're unhappy in this, or it's not satisfying, or you're just curious, or something's calling to you, it's not giving you the results you want, the relationships, the money, the success, the freedom, it's just not giving you the feeling that you want, then go make something else and make it just as flawless. It's all about you. You get to believe into anything. I think I like that term better. Okay. I've been like thinking about the word belief, and I have struggled with the word belief because I just think it's become so convoluted. But what if, like, I believe, like, we use it more as a verb? Like, I'm going to do belief. I'm going to act belief into these very specific things that I prefer, that I love, that I would rather be, that I would rather have, that I would rather experience, that I feel more strongly about, that are like calling to me, that are beautiful to me, that are honorable or wonderful or whatever it might be. I'm going to believe into that. I'm going to choose that. In the same way that, like, you really hope that people believe in you as a person and they believe in your dreams. I'm going to believe into the things. I'm going to give that faith and that, like, energy and focus and attention and trust into that thing that I would like to see in the world. So stand up. Get up. And you don't have to be perfect at it. You can shake and you can fall down and you can fail. And you can be embarrassing. But again, guess what? You're given another moment. In that moment, you're given another moment where you get to interpret it and give meaning to it in any way that you wish. And you get to decide again, who am I? And you get to act as if, again, who am I? What's happening? What's life? What's life? You get to do it again. This moment, this moment, this moment. Infinite moments. And you get to choose choice. I don't know if that's clear enough, but like, I think a lot of people choose lack of choice. They choose helplessness. I don't think this person ever watches my lives, but I had this conversation with someone that like, it annoyed me because he was talking about beliefs, and he was talking from this place that was like, I get it. Like, like I've cracked the code. At least that's how it occurred to me. Like, oh, people like decide things about themselves. He was talking about like how people decide whether they're funny or not, and then they just like live like that. And often they're like given that belief by other people, and that you get to decide if you're funny or not, and you get to question any belief that was handed to you. Okay. And I was like, yeah, great. But then he like shared something about his mom, that like his mom had passed to him the belief that like you can never be happy in life. And he was obviously like so disturbed and like hurt by this thought. And look, like I get it. Like he's obviously like had a lot of like terrible experiences, maybe because of that belief, or like he's attributing a lot of like terrible experience to having that belief. But again, it's like, if you really got it, you would get that you have choice. That a belief, like it's like oh, you don't get to be happy in life, or like I get to be happy in life. It's just like a picture frame that I want to look through, that I want to jump through. And it doesn't have any like real life force of its own. You give it life force, right? Like by you jumping through it, by you like volunteering yourself. Like we get to have, we can't have the show without the volunteers. You put yourself into it. And at the same time, if you choose not to, it can't really touch you. It can't really hurt you. You're like, well, that's just not true. In the same way that like lots of people have beliefs currently, and they might tell you them, and you would be like, that's not true. And look, just like that, it has no power over you. And for him, I really wanted to say that, like, that's really sad that your mom had that belief. And at the same time, you get to do anything you want with that. And you get to do anything in relationship to her about that. It doesn't actually have any power. Once you see it as an idea and not a truth, then you get to do whatever you want with it. I think that's everything I have to say. It's already 12:50. JW, yo, what's up? Buddha says life is suffering. Yeah, Buddha also said kill the Buddha. Do you actually know what that means? Do you know what he meant? I'll just say one thing about the Buddha. Like, I think it's good to have like heroes, and that's what he is. But like I don't know. What's it actually mean to you? All of his teachings, everything that's there, like it might be true, but you have to find it inside yourself. Otherwise, you're just aspiring to be some ideal that exists outside of you. You're just reaching, and you will always be reaching. Always be reaching, as long as you attribute it to something that someone else knows, or something that's outside, that's beyond, that's like not belonging to you yet. And it's not until you like claim it and go, what if I understand this? What if I know this? What if I have the answers? That you can have that. What's my favorite soup? I really like miso soup with like seaweed and tofu. And maybe like some shiitake mushrooms. And green onion. Yeah, he's hungry. I need to go walk him. You heard that? And also, I just want to say this about like, I don't know if any of you guys experience this. If there's any fear, like I'm going to stand up and I am going to like myself and love myself and express myself and be like proud to exist and proud to be me. And there's any kind of fear like other people will be upset about that. I want you to think about that. Like, I want you to think about that. Why am I giving so much respect? First of all, I'm not saying that people are like that. I'm saying you have a concept that that's how people are. Why am I giving so much respect and obedience to an idea that says that I am better off not choosing myself, not liking myself? Why am I giving obedience to an idea or to people that say I should not exist, essentially, and have and be free in the world in the way that I want to be? And would you ever do that to another person? And maybe you would, but again, examine that too. Broccoli. Yo, Arnav, you're so funny. What's my favorite book? My favorite book is Franny and Zooey. I know that some people think that J.D. Salinger is problematic. I don't care. I love that book. I love that book. I love that book. I love that book. I love the last page of that book. You gotta go to bed? Okay, Arnav. Your dog barks quite a lot. I feel like you told me what kind of dog you have. I don't remember. Or maybe you have multiple dogs. Okay. I'm gonna go soon. Take care of my schnug. Is there any other questions? Am I mad at you? Yes. No! I don't even understand that. Cocker Spaniel. Yes. Yes, I remember you have Cocker Spaniels because I was like, I love Cocker Spaniels. You just finished your waffles? You were eating those for a long time. Yo, I get to eat now. So exciting. What am I gonna eat? I have to take him for a walk. Do I get to eat first? Matthew. Oh, I'm gonna go. But I might go live. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about this. I might go live like during the week again. Was that helpful? Alex, yo. I feel like, I don't know, the words that always come to me is like, I'm rooting for you. Like, I just think you're asking like really important questions and you're like wrestling with things, but I just know you're gonna come out on top. And just keep having faith in yourself, because the only other option is like not having faith in yourself. And why would you do that? Like, guess what? You're you. Guess what? Like, it's you. You live as you. So give faith. Like, be that. Be yourself. Lean into, like, that you're a great human being and that you can do things and that you can succeed. Because you get to. You get to choose that if you want. I might go live again on like Wednesdays or Tuesdays. I used to go live on Wednesdays. If you guys have a preference, you can let me know. Yo, Halls, thank you so much. Will be checking in with your best friend. Okay. Hi, best friend. Till 7 most nights. Yeah, like Wednesdays or Tuesdays. Wednesday? Okay. I'm not like saying for sure this week, but yeah, that just occurred to me that I thought I would be starting that up in the fall again. Okay, guys. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna go feed my dog. But like, I don't know. Act as if like the world is yours. Today, what if you act like, what if you step into the character where like everything works out for you? You're that guy, you're that bitch, you're them. It's yours. The world revolves around you. You're the best thing since sliced cake. All right. I love you so much. I believe in you. I'm standing for you. I'm making space for you. I'm just like, I'm thinking of you and I'm caring about you and I'm loving you and I'm here for you. Okay. I love you. Bye.